Good morning guys, Adam here at Board at Home and welcome to this week's episode of All Aboard. We've got a great thing lined up for you, some great games lined up to discuss, but before we do, just want to talk to you about our charities. So last week we did speak to you about Aston UK and ideally we would have spoken to you about our second chosen charity, but we didn't get the stuff through, so we wanted to wait until that came through. It has, so we can now proudly announce that the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is our second chosen charity for the shop. They do fantastic work in stamping out prejudice and educating people to that effect. I cannot speak highly enough of them. They are fantastic, amazing work. Please go check them out. They're doing some great stuff. So, today's subject is themed nights. So when we started the shop, when we discussed what we wanted to do with the shop, one of the ideas was running a series of theme nights where we could highlight certain games within the shop, ones that we felt would be great for getting a lot of people together. Obviously the social restrictions have been extended, so it has pushed our plans back for those, but we wanted to discuss them with you today anyway, just to give you an idea, keep you updated on that, and maybe get the interest rolling. So first up, we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, specifically here, a starting campaign. So we've had a lot of people say that they are looking to start the game but don't really know where to start, how to get into it. So to that end, we're looking at running a starter campaign for those people so they can get into the game nice and easy and get their first campaign in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. We have a starter set for the library that includes pre-generated characters, so you can dive right in. We also have the starting campaign and a starter rulebook, so you've got everything there to help you play the game. We would ideally be looking for someone to help them, so an experienced dungeon master who would be able to come along once a week just to get a campaign started for them, get the ball rolling for them. Similar to that, we've also had people express interest in playing Dungeons and Dragons but can't commit to a regular week in, week out campaign. So we'll also be looking for someone to help us run a series of one-off adventures, so just like a one and done kind of deal, where people can come along, create their character or have a pre-generated character already, they can play through, they can drop in, drop out of adventures as they can, permitted on their schedule. Next up, we have got the 50 Clues games. So these are mature escape room style games. So for these, we would be looking for people 16 and over. And the idea with these is that we'll be running it over a series of weeks. So 1, 2, 3 chapters, 3 weeks. But if you really want to, we can take a look at running an all day or an evening session for you. They do take about 90 minutes to play through each of the chapters, so you can have a nice full evening, or if you'd like to spread them out, we can do a weekly for you. Our next game, we've got Captain Sonar. So this game is a cooperative, competitive game played in real time. So there's no rounds, there's no phases, there's no turns, everything happens all at once, and you've got 2 teams of 4, each commanded by their own captain, with the objective of finding the opponent's submarine. It's a lot of fun, it gets crazy, it gets frantic. I love it, I know that you'll love it too. So that's Captain Sonar there. The next 2 we're going to discuss together, and that is King Domino and King of Tokyo. So these are from our range of Coiled Spring heroes, and Coiled Spring Games will be giving us a event kit for each of these so that we can run a specialised event. They need about 12 to 16 people ideally for this, so this one is unfortunately towards the back end of the list whilst we're waiting for the social restrictions to lift, but the idea will be that we set them up on a Sunday afternoon. You can come along. It's the same fee as the Board Games Library. In fact, all of them are. We're not asking you for any more money beyond the fee for the boardroom. So you can play these, and then before or after you can play other games as well. These will only take a couple of hours maximum to play through, so they're nice, quick and easy. You get to play with a lot of people, you get to have a fun time, meet new people, bring your family down, and at the end of it you get a load of cool stuff, stickers for your meeples, alternative monsters for King Tokyo, and there's a cool little statue, little trophy for them as well. So that's King of Tokyo and King of the Domino there. Finally, we don't have it here unfortunately, but it is on its way. We're going to be running a series of nights for time stories. So we'll be looking at doing this in a similar vein to Dungeons and Dragons, where we get the same group of people week in, week out, or every other week, however it fits in for everyone really, and they will play through the base game, and then time permitting for them of course, they will play through the series of expansions as well. For those who don't know, Time Stories is a cooperative game where you're travelling through time to solve a series of mysteries, and it has a bit of a Quantum Leap type feel where you're going back and back again, so maybe a bit Groundhog Day-ish as well, where you might be repeating some events as you try to figure out what's going on. So that is everything for our subject today. If you have any questions at all, as well as any suggestions for games that we could run as a theme night in the future, do let us know below, let us know on Facebook, let us know on Instagram. Alternatively, you can pop into the shop to talk to us or call us on 01843 316 281. We're happy to hear your suggestions, and as I said, as soon as social restrictions allow, we'll start banging these games out on regular themed nights. I hope you enjoyed all of that. As always, it's been a pleasure to serve you, and we'll see you in the boardroom.